All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwath that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, Women, Are You Really in the Truth? Now, I got inspired to do this lesson because of watching the Apostles camp this past Saturday. And around the end of their camp session, the Most High, Yahweh Shimon Shai, put the spirit on those brothers heavy when it came to speaking about women, man. And especially, women that's in the truth. One of the main things that made me even want to get into this in the first place is from one thing that Apostle Tahar said. He was like, do you have a woman that's in the truth, or that claims she's in the truth? And he was asking a brother, and I believe the brother said, yeah. And Apostle Tahar was like, well, you want to know if she really in the truth? Tell her that you about to get another woman and see how she reacts when you say that. Because at the end of the day, we all know the majority of these women do not want you to be with anybody else but them. Now, this is not a video to bash women, to belittle women, to come against women or anything like that. This is a video, for growth. Because at the end of the day, if you really in this truth, you have to be just like the men, man. And I'm not saying be just like the men as far as being equals or teaching scriptures or anything like that. What I mean is you have to grow within this thing as well. And that's one of the main things for Apostle Tahar and the rest of the apostles always say. When you come into this truth, you have to grow. You have to eat the whole roll just like we do. You have to eat the bitter and the sweet just like we do. Okay? And one of the things that's bitter for a lot of women when they come into this truth is they learn that a man can have multiple women. Okay? And then they learn that they have to be submissive. They have to be obedient. Okay. They have to change their Babylon ways. When you come into this truth, you're supposed to grow. So then you can ultimately not have that old Babylon spirit upon you anymore. Okay. You get to the point where you realize your position, and then you be like, you know what? It is what it is. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people, or a lot of women, I should say, who may claim that they're in it and everything like that or whatever, but, they have flaws. And it's okay, because like I said, you're supposed to grow. You're supposed to get to the point where you understand what you're involved in. But at the end of the day, that's one of the main things, or if it's not the main thing that comes up, they'd be like, wait, hold on, you could be with another woman? No, I'm not with that. Well, that's showing you that you're not really fully in it. You got to be fully in it. You got to get to the point where you be like, well, if he want another woman, it is what it is. But the main thing is the men of GMS, they always taught, pretty much, you don't worry about getting women right now, because if you have multiple wives, you're going to have to give a lot of attention to them. Then that's going to, distract you, and that's going to get you to the point where you're not pushing this word. So we don't push getting multiple women on this side. We're going to have all of that in the kingdom. But at the end of the day, women need to realize that if a man does want another woman, she has to deal with that. If she's really in this truth, if she really believes, you can't be in that spirit where you'll be like, okay, yeah, when Jacob's trouble happened and then Isaiah 4:1 hit, then I'll be okay with you having multiple women, because then we at the end. You can't be like that, man. You can't be like, yeah, I'll be comfortable with that. No, man, you gotta you gotta be grounded in this before then. Okay? Because you never know. The Most High could put his spirit upon you where you could be in Jacob's trouble, and then you realize you're with the man of the Lord, and then that man of the Lord may run into another woman, or that woman may run into him and be like, look, I don't, take away my reproach, help me out, just let me be called by thy name. And then the Most High could put a spirit on you to become jealous, and then you'd be like, damn, you done went all this time with a man in the Lord, and now you want to have that spirit of jealousy upon you, and now you pretty much about to get ready to be destroyed because you uncomfortable with another woman being around. So at the end of the day, you're supposed to build yourself up early, so then you can, accept these things pretty much. Because at the end of the day, it sounds crazy. It's kind of like a Christian. A Christian would say, yeah, in the Old Testament, you're supposed to follow the laws, but now that the New Testament is here, you don't have to follow it. But when we get into the kingdom of heaven, we'll follow it again. That's, that's what a lot of women have on. They be like, oh, okay, yeah, I come into the truth and do this and do that, but I don't want you to be like this or be like that around me or whatever. Just wait until the other side, then we'll be cool. No, 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 no. It don't work like that, man. You have to eat the whole world just like we do. And this is all about growth, man. This is all about us coming back to our heritage and our culture and realizing who we are and realizing what life is getting ready to be like, man. Life is getting ready to be ran and put in order by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And this is what's going to be the future, man. You will be sister wives. It is what it is. Now, I'm not going to speak too much longer because I want to play the actual clip from the Apostles' camp because, like I said, they were in the spirit. I would rather you all just see it for yourself, so then you can realize the tough love they were giving out, man, because they was just spitting straight facts, man. If you were to watch it, I'm pretty sure a lot of people was like, damn. But the thing is, it's all scriptural and it's all what the Most High is all about. This is what Yahweh Ba'Shem is all about when it comes to these gender roles, okay? So before I play their clip, I just want to get just a few scriptures myself, okay? Just so you can get into it, man. So this is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16, and it says, and unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. I remember Elder Malcolm from Chicago saying this in one of his videos from a while ago. He was like, he was pretty much saying the same thing that the apostles was saying. He was like, okay, a lot of you all make, believe and everything like that. But he was like, but I bet a lot of y'all don't let y'all husbands rule over you. He was like, I guarantee a lot of y'all do not let him rule over you. If he were to tell you to do certain things or, get certain things in order or whatever the case may be, a lot of y'all would probably have a problem with that. And that's the point. Like I said, when you come into this thing, you're supposed to grow. You're supposed to realize who you are. If you are a woman and you are a woman in the truth, you need to start learning that, man, and understanding that. Because this is what's going to be. This is how you're going to be in the kingdom of heaven, man. In the kingdom of heaven, you will be in order, just like everybody else, man. All right. So this is all about growth. All right. So you got to remember scriptures like this. It's not going to be an overnight sensation. You're not just going to automatically receive this spirit, quick. But at the end of the day, you have to realize these things are written. And if you really believe in these words, hey, man, just like us. Most High told us we had to, go out in the highways and the byways and teach, give most of our time to this so we can make sure that we feeding the flock and everything like that. Hey, now it's your turn. You're not supposed to teach or anything like that, but you are supposed to grow within the spirit so then you can become the woman that you're supposed to be. A woman that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai will love. All right. He'll look at you and they'll look at you and be like, okay, she's a woman of the Lord, So it is what it is, man. So you have to grow within the spirit. You can't keep that Babylon spirit upon you to the point where you still get disturbed by certain things. You have to accept what this is, because ultimately you're going to have to anyway. You ain't going to have to do it on this side, but it's going to become a time this place is going to be destroyed. And then guess what? You're going to have to do it anyway, man. All right. And everybody going to realize when this order is in place, everybody going to be happy anyway, because they're going to see how better life is going to be when we actually follow life the way we're supposed to through these commandments, statutes, and laws. Let's get this real quick, because like I said, I don't want to be too long. I just want to actually let you all listen to the apostles. So let's get 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. And it says, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know you not your own selves, have that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except you be reprobate. So at the end of the day, you all have to examine yourselves as well. Are you really in the faith? Do you really believe in this? If you really do believe in this, then you'll get to the point where you'll be like, okay, I need to start doing this more. I need to start listening more. I need to start being a little bit more humble. I need to, it's all kind of scriptures that tells you what a woman should do when she in this faith, man. So at the end of the day, you need to examine yourselves as well. Are you really in this truth, or are you just doing it just cause? Because at the end of the day, this is every man for themselves, man. This is every man for themselves. Everybody is trying to reach salvation. Everybody is seeing that this place is crumbling, right? So at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do in order to be saved. So you don't want something to come and bite you back in the ass just because you want to hold on to that little bit of that Babylon spirit that you once had, man. You're trying to reach the righteous spirit. You're trying to overcome that. You're battling the flesh. So at the end of the day, you have to understand this, man, and come to the conclusion and be like, this is what I want to do. All right. Let's get one more scripture. Then we're going to play the video. We're just going to play about. We'll let the spirit see where we'll go. Because like I said, they were spitting some truth, man. This is Sirach 26:2. And it says, a virtuous woman rejoices in her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. Now let's look up this word virtuous real quick. This is virtuous. And it says conforming to moral and ethical principles, morally excellent, upright. So at the end of the day, you're supposed to come back to these ethical principles, so your morals, meaning you got to come back to these commandments, statutes, and laws, and to the ways of an Israelite woman. Okay, you got to understand this. You got to get to the point where, look, even on this side, you can't have that. Oh, he cheated on me, or whatever the case may be. If that man went with another woman and that woman was single, he did not cheat on you. That's just another woman that he has. And that's one of the things that, a lot of, women that be on the, give the videos thumbs down or whatever the case may be, they don't want to accept that, man. They don't want to accept that. A man cannot cheat. It's not, they cannot do it. The only thing they can do is commit adultery. That's it. If a man gets with a woman and that woman belongs to another man, that's adultery. But a man cannot cheat, man. It is what it is. So you have to come to these type of understandings in order for you to really be grounded and rooted within this truth. Because like I said, at the end of the day, if you choose to hold on to that Babylon spirit where you was like, well, this is what I was taught, this is how I grew up and everything like that, that spirit can overcome you, man. And that's a scary thing, man. You got to come back to this. This is our heritage. This is our culture. This is how you're supposed to behave. All right. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Because like I said, they said it the best, man. Like I said, this is not a video to, bash, belittle, or any of that, man. This is for growth. I'm going to keep saying it. This is for growth. And like we all, learn, one of the terms that they use in the world is what? Tough love, right? You may not want to hear it, but at the end of the day, it can help you out. It can help you out. All right. So if you really believe in this word, you have to eat the whole roll just like us, man. Bitter and sweet. All right. So let's go ahead and play this, a little bit of this.
Niggas, man. How's that fat ass press? And they're good at lying, man. Oh yeah. They'll tell you she's a virgin. She only had one man. Yeah. So you got to add a couple of zeros behind that one.
Yeah. 3 is the magic number.
So where we at?
This is Proverbs 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
No, what makes her virtuous? What, a big fat ass? When she got titties like missiles? that make her virtuous, right?
And the scriptures speak about a mind that's well instructed. So when a woman is a child, her mother, aunts, and all of that, they're supposed to train her up how to be a woman, a respectable woman.
Old school, when I was a kid, my grandmother, my mom, restaurants didn't do that well because Back when I was a kid, everybody cooked.
Right.
Everybody cooked. The mother cooked the breakfast, lunch, made you lunch, put it in the box, and dinner, and made dinner from scratch. These women don't do that. They don't even go to the Chinese restaurant. They call it Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
They'll call Uber.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. Yeah, tell her go, your bitch with the fat ass, tell her go in the kitchen and make you a sandwich. See the look you get.
They can't cook.
You got 2 legs, why don't you go make it yourself? Why do I need a bitch like that? And what, does she look good? Come on, man. She looks old. And that's the way we're going to be. To you women out there, you women coming our way, that's how we're going to be. We're going to be like, what can you do for, like, we're going to reverse it. That Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? That's the attitude we're going to have. What can you do for me lately?
Now, in the kingdom of heaven, our women, our wives, what are they going to be doing in the kingdom of heaven? I'm asking y'all. That's first and foremost. What else are they going to be doing? Are they going to be working as secretaries? No. They're going to be in the house because, like I said, you're going to have your house and you're going to have a bunch of different houses for all your women.
Right.
Because if one woman is on a period, you're not going to go with that woman for 7. You ain't going to think about it for 7 days. You're going to go with the woman next to you. And that's why it's necessary for a man to have more than one wife.
Yeah.
Now, IUIC, they say you can only have one wife. That's clearly not scripture. You know what I want, Isaiah 4.
Yeah, brothers, because as this society keeps going down, the women that come our way, they better be able to do more than have a fat ass and big titties. They better be able to do, because it says, Isaiah 32:9, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
Isaiah 4.
Isaiah 4:1, I'm sorry. Isaiah 4:1. Meaning what? Eat our own bread. Like Pastor Todd just gave the order, not the order, the example. Yeah, these women, they want you to go to the restaurant. What about cooking? The average woman can't even boil water, man. You know? What? Right? So what good are they? Then you might talk about looks, but they gave the looks to every dude.
Right.
Where's the value? And we're
That's
not
why-
just ordinary men. We ain't just ordinary men. We're high, like Kevin Sanders said, high value men. We're the real high value men. We got this knowledge. We got this truth. So we got to start thinking like that. You got it, bro.
This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
So what does that mean? What does that mean? They're going to learn finally what they should have learned, which is to serve us. That's their purpose. That's a woman's purpose, right. Service. The word woman means servant.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
What's the service? You're supposed to serve us.
Yeah. See, in this society, you know, the women get with men because the men pay their bills. You know, they buy them cars,
Kiss
buy
their
them
ass.
dresses, get their nails done, their hair, you know, all of that. It's not going to be like that. And that day when shit breaks down, society breaks down, they're going to need a man for protection. You don't got to give us nothing. We just want you to protect us.
It's going to be a reversal.
Oh, yeah.
The women are going to go back to what they were created for, their purpose. What is their purpose? To serve us men. That's their purpose.
It's going to be a great humbling.
Yeah, to take it away of their reproaches if they don't have a man,
Right.
or either they with one of two men. Either they're under their father,
Yep.
or they're under their husband. There's no in betweens.
Nope.
You know?
That's it.
I got the scripture right here, if I may read it. Genesis 3:16. It says this. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. Now that's going to be done away with in the kingdom. Revelation 21 or 22 says that. The Lord shall wipe away all tears from the right. Reading on, it says, and thy desire, this ain't going to change. And thy desire shall be to thy husband,
Oh, yeah.
and he shall rule over thee. There it is, man. That ain't going to change. Even in the kingdom. All right?
Any of you brothers got women that are so-called in the truth? Okay. Is she really in the truth? Because how do you prove that? There's one thing you can do to prove it. That you have another wife or another 5 wives.
Yeah.
Okay? If she really in the... Bottom line is this. None of these women are in the truth.
Right.
They know the truth, but they're not in the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
She's in the truth. Yo, she's in the truth. Tell her to get rid of her social media account and see what look you get. I want you to get, you my wife now, I want you to get rid of every social account you got. Instagram, let's go down the line. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Get rid of it now because you're my woman. I don't want any man seeing you but me. Man, that woman will look at you like, you don't own me? All that head roll, the head.
And she's right when she says that. Another thing in the ancient world, if you were married, you're supposed to be veiled up. You're supposed to have cover your whole body, cover your face, cover your head. That's what they do in the Arab world. Where do you think they got it from? They got it from the scriptures, from the Israelites.
Yeah, and the Apocrypha says, he that getteth a wife, getteth a possession. So I can read that scripture that I say, you see what it says here? You see what it says here, baby? It says, you are my possession. So now, based upon that, I want you to get rid of all your social media accounts. Every last one of them, because you're my possession. Man, that bitch gonna look at you like you. So you ain't got no woman.
And when my man Reuben said, I'll treat you like my hawk and my eagle.
Yeah.
He said, but I will love you more and trust you less.
Trust you less, yeah.
Read that in Proverbs.
Proverbs 31 and 11. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have...
Hold on, stop right there. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her. What is your woman doing right now? You don't know.
You don't know.
Right.
She's on social media.
And when that relationship gets stale, she's doing things, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know why? Because she knows that you're not going to put her to death. But now you got men that are killing these women because that's the nature of a man.
Yeah.
That's your possession. Your possession was out of order, so you have the right to kill that woman.
Jealousy is a reason.
Don't do that now.
Right.
Don't do that now because we're under Esau society.
That's right, that's right.
We're under Esau society, man.
Well, in the Apocrypha again, it says, teach not thy wife an evil lesson against thyself. You brothers know what that means, right? Don't show your woman your weakness. The only thing you're really supposed to show is strength. Because as soon as you show her your weakness, she gonna capitalize.
Well, that's right in the precept about Lemuel.
Yeah.
They're the one with Lemuel.
She's gonna capitalize, and she's gonna lose attraction for you. She's gonna lose attraction for you because you showed her your weakness. You say, this guy really is a simp. So man, I've been checking this nigga down the block. He look like he don't give a fuck. I think I'll get with him.
Got some niggas she want to get with.
That's how you got it. That's the attitude
So
you gotta have.
for you brothers that think you got faithful women, all right, yeah, okay.
Hey, you know what you should tell your woman every now and then? You see that door? Look at the door. Anytime you get stupid, you see that door? You can leave right now.
As long as your name was under the peace and not hers.
Exactly.
A lot of you niggas live under a woman, man. Never move under a fucking woman, man. Don't live in her place, because when is she going to kick you out?
Yeah.
Hey,
in the middle of the winter.
Yeah. Hey, the scriptures say, give now power over thee to thy woman, or something along those lines.
No, when you do that, she's like, this nigga don't give a fuck. He don't care if he lose me or not. It's like reverse Pastor Tahar used to do, reverse psychology. Because that's what when they play psychological games. The scriptures tell us that. Whose heart is snares and nets. Heart is mine. Yeah.
Hey, if a woman tell you, I'm leaving, it's all right, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Don't be like, that's it? You know? Because they expect you to grovel after them. No, baby, please. Oh, no. You know?
Yeah, that's
we're all guilty of that too.
Yeah.
But you learn from that.
Yeah.
You know, when you're young, you do that, but you build up a resistance, a tougher skin.
Yeah.
You know, so when you deal with the 10th woman, the 20th woman, you're like, man, fuck you, bitch.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Jim.
You can hit the road.
And then just don't answer the phone for a whole week.
That's it.
And then when she finally gets in contact with you, then you lay down the law.
That's it.
Yeah.
This how it's gonna be.
And these women, they're always shit tested. Like you'll be with her, a pretty woman walk by. What you think of her? She's telling you that to see what you're gonna say.
You really
that's a fine.
First of all, you should supposed to smack the shit out of her. That's what you're really supposed to do. I'm just saying that's what you're supposed to do. I'm not telling you not to do it, because you're gonna get locked up.
Right.
Yeah, well, you can say to her That's a fine woman. Why can't you be like that?
Yeah. What you be?
Matter of fact, you gaining a few pounds over here. You need to hit that gym. Yo, that's a hey.
Or you could tell her, look, I like that woman. Go find out if she got a man and hook me up.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's a shit test, brothers. She just want to see. Hey, Pastor Tahar, man, he's the man that taught me about women. I was a big simp. Okay, I was when I had my.
No, you learn about women through experience.
Well, no, but
I mean, I told you things, but you learned through experience.
Right,
man.
because based
Just
upon
like I learned through experience.
Based upon what he told me, based upon what he taught me. Then, like he said, I learned, I observed and learned. Right? Experience. You can't beat experience. That's why we don't deal, right now, we don't deal with no woman anymore. We don't want no woman. I got a woman right now who wanted to get with me, man. I'm telling you the truth. I've shown Apostle the Texas. I ain't got time to deal with no woman, man. This is my woman, man. When the time comes, the Lord, how much you know, Shai, gonna give me plenty of women, man. I don't even know where to put myself. That's the least thing.
Instead of little one, the concrete is getting to you, right?
Nah, I kind of strained my back working out on Friday, so
Oh, okay, you cramp there. Yeah.
it's just stiffness.
You got to heat.
So pretty much, if you want to watch the rest of the video, hold on, let me turn the phone like this. If I can get it working, here it is. Go to Apostles Live GMS 34th. And, they got the date right here, 8/14/2021. And, and at the end of the day, they, like I said, the end of this camp was just straight raw. Like Apostles always say, I'm put this up raw. It was just straight raw. They just told you how it was and how it is. All right. But at the end of the day, hey, man, through experience, you start to learn and see certain things. All right. So at the end of the day, hey, if the shoe fit, then you're going to have a problem with every word that they just said. But if it don't fit, hey, then you all good. I mean, you learning something. You starting to understand or whatever. So, and that's the point. That's the point where you got to get to, man. You got to get to the point where you understand. You got to get to the point you be like, okay, yep, they right. And that's it. That's it, man. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, like I said, watch the video, subscribe to their channel. These are apostles right here. They always bring out heavy edification, and everything like that. So make sure you subscribe to this. Check them out, man. All right. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned is true from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwath that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratzazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.